of development. We all have many aspirations about what we would like to do and how we would like to live. Similarly, we have ideas about what a country should be like. Development involves thinking about these questions and about the ways in which we can work towards achieving these goals. This is a complex task, and in this chapter, we shall make an effort to understand development, income, and other goals. Besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect from others. They resent discrimination. All these are important goals. In fact, in some cases, these may be more important than more income or more consumption because material goods are not all that you need to live. Money or material things that one can buy with it is just one factor on which our life depends, but the quality of our life is also depends on non-material things mentioned above. If it is not obvious to you, then just think of the role of your friend in your life. You may desire their friendship. Similarly, there are many things that are not easily measured but they mean a lot of our lives. These are often ignored. Therefore, it will be a wrong to conclude that what cannot be measured is not important. Consider another example. If you get a job in a far place, you would try to consider many factors apart from income. These could be facilities for your family, working atmosphere, or opportunity to learn. In another case, a job may give you less payment but offer regular employment that enhance your sense of security. Another job, however, may our high pay but no job security and also leave no time for your family. This will reduce your sense of security and freedom. Similarly, for different people look at a mix of goals. It is true that if women are engaged in paid work, the family income increases and their dignity in the household and society increases. However, at the same time, if there is respect for women, there would be more sharing of housework and a greater acceptance of women working outside. A safe and a secure environment may allow more women to take up a variety of jobs or run a business. Facilities. The reason is money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well. So, income by itself is not a completely advocated indicator of material goods and services that citizens are able to use. For example, normally your money cannot buy you a pollution free environment or ensure that you get medicines unless you can afford to shift to a community that already has all these things. Money may also not be able to protect you from infectious diseases unless the whole of your community takes preventive steps. Actually, for many of the important things in life, the best way, also the cheapest way, it is provide these goods and services collectively, not unless your parents could afford to send you to some private school elsewhere. So you are actually able to study because many other children also want to study and because many people believe that the government should open schools and provide other facilities so that all children have a chance to study. Even now, in many areas, children, particularly girls, are not able to achieve secondary leveling schooling because government or society has not providing the required facilities. Some states have lower infant mortality rate because they have advocate provision of basic health care and educational facilities. Similarly, in some states, the public distribution system PDS function well. If a PDS shop, that is ration shop, does not function properly in such places, the people there are able to get it rectified. Health and nutritional status of people of such states is certainly likely to better rank in the world. Many improvements have been suggested in calculating HDI, and many new components have been added to the Human Development Report. But by prefixing human to development, HDR has made it very clear that what is happening to citizens of a country is a very important in development. People, their health and their well-being are most important for the development of country. Income and other criteria. When we looked at individual aspirations and goals, we found that people not only think of better income but also have goals such as security, respect of others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. Similarly, when we think of a nation or a region, we may think of other equally important attributes beside average income. Let us examine this through an example. Table 3 gives us per capita income of Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. Per capita income for per annum of selected states Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Bihar. Per capita GSDP for 2016 to 7 in rupees lakhs. Haryana 2.15, Himachal Pradesh 1.82, Bihar 0.66. Per capita GSDP ranking 2016 to 7. Haryana 7, Himachal Pradesh 12, Bihar 13. HDI ranking for 2015. Haryana 9, Himachal Pradesh 3, Bihar 21. We find that out of 3, Haryana has the highest per capita income and Bihar is at the bottom. This means that on an average, a person in Haryana earned rupees 2.15 lakhs in 1 year, whereas on an average, a person in Bihar would earn only around rupees 0.66 lakhs. So, if the per capita income were to be used as the measure of development, Haryana would be considered the most development and Bihar the least developed state of 3. Children had dreams of studying till higher classes and aspirations to be policemen, scientists and teachers. The attendance rate was very high in primary classes but also among older children. The norm in Himachal Pradesh has come to at least 10 years of schooling for children. In many parts of the country, girls' education is still given less priority by the parents as compared to boys' education. While girls may study for a few years, they may not complete their schooling. A welcome trend in Himachal Pradesh is the lower gender bias. Himachali parents have ambitious educational goals for their girls as just for their boys. Thus, in 13 to 18 age group, a very high percentage of girls are completing class 8 and moving to secondary classes. This doesn't mean there are no differences with the status of men and women, but the differences are less as compared to many other regions, particularly North Indian states. One may wonder by the gender bias in less in Himachal Pradesh as compared to other states. Besides education, this can be seen in other areas as well. Child mortality, children dying within a few years of birth in Himachal Pradesh is lower for girls than for boys, in contrast to most other states. One major consideration is that many Himachali women are themselves employed outside the home. Women who work outside the homes are economically independent and self-confident. They have greater say in household decisions, including children's education, health, birth, upkeep, etc. Also being employed themselves, Himachali mothers accept their daughters to work outside home after marriage. Schooling therefore come naturally and has become a social norm. It has been seen that Himachali women have a comparatively high involvement in social life and village politics. The comparison across two different years in inactivity of development that has happened. Clearly, there has been greater development in schooling and spread of education in Himachal Pradesh than India as a whole, though there is still differences in the average levels of education among boys and girls. Different countries or states. When we compare different things, there could be similarities as well as difference. They differ in their height, health, talent, and interest. The healthiest student may not be the most studious one. The most intelligent student may not be the friendliest one. The criterion we may use depends on the purpose of comparison. We use different criteria to choose a sports team, a debate team, a music team, or a team to organize a picnic. Still, if for some purpose we have to choose the criteria for the all round progress of children in the class, usually we take one or more important characteristics of person and compare them based on these characteristics. For comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. Countries with higher income or more development than countries with lower income. This is done based on the understanding that more income means more access to things that human beings need to fulfill their basic requirements. Whatever people like and should have, they will be able to get with greater income. So, greater income itself is considered to be one most important goal. Intuitively, the income of the country is total of the income of all the residents of the country. This gives us the total income of the country. However, for comparison between countries, total income is not such a useful measure. Since countries have different populations, comparing total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. Hence, we compare the average income, which is total income of the country divided by the total population. The average income is called per capita income. This criterion is used in the World Development Report brought out by the World Bank to classify countries. Countries with per capita income of US dollars 12,236 and above per annum in 2016 are called high income countries or rich countries. Those with per capita income of US dollars 1005 or less per annum in 2016 are called low income countries. Until less than a decade ago, India came in the category of low income countries. Now it falls under the category of middle income countries. As the per capita income in India rose faster than that of many countries, its position was improved. We will read more about growth of incomes of people in India in the next chapter. The rich country, excluding countries of West Asia and certain other small countries, are generally called development countries. While averages are useful for comparison, they also hide many disparities.